Shalom Israel. You know what it is. It's the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, here with another Take Ground Breakdown, Take Ground Radio. You know what it do. I'm going to play a song from one of my main mans, Trooper Kwama Par, out here in the nap. Man, we're going to get it in as I share it around. Get ready to ask your questions. This is definitely a Q&A session for questions and answers and everything like that. So definitely be prepared. Get prepared to ask questions if you got any. We're going to go over some heavy things. Some things about, basically preparing for the winter. You know what I'm saying? Preparing for these last days. We living in the last days right now. This is the last days. If you want to know what it was like to live in the last days, you living it. You living it. All right? Definitely type in your questions if you have any. Type those in. Okay, so make sure you type your questions in. All of that. Does it sound good? I'm going to check the sound and everything like that before we get deep into it. Okay, the sound is real to WAP. Type in your questions if you have any. Sound sounds real to WAP. Let me share it around real quick. It's not trying to let me share it to where I want to share it. Why are they trying to stop? Okay. But yeah, man, make sure you type in your questions if you got any. I'm gonna play a song real quick. One of my main man. What's one of the songs that I like? U.P.K, don't forget it. One West, I'm living there. Yeah. Don't forget it. I might have to get different louder mic because that mic ain't gonna cut it. We're gonna get started in just a few. Make sure you type in your questions if you got any. I'm a dog who loves us, I'll put these bitches out. Soldiers and real niggas at my opposite. Baby, you can look at me. When they see us at the mall, then we make it nasty. But when the throne dry blood over Israelite, when them devils want to die, we gon' fight. The Most High, we gon' get this guy. When them white men is brothers and sisters, yeah. Cause you know the Lord is with you, yeah. Recognize Scripture, that's the only motherfucking mission, yeah. All right, we're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get it popping. Like I said, this is Israelite School of U.P.K under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Here with a Take Ground Breakdown on Take Ground Radio. You know what it do. You know what I mean? Shalom. All the brothers in the same in the chat, seed of and sisters, seed of Jacob, Eskrin Littleton, hey Shalom warriors. Okay, sound is to wild, the water for that. Okay, let's jump right into it. So basically, we're getting ready for this winter, man. Commander GEN.YAHANNA has already let the brothers know and let everybody know he is a prophet. You understand? He tend to do what prophets do, which is tell you the future of what's going to happen in this land, in this kingdom, in this empire, in Babylon. That is going to be definitely another famine. You know what I mean? The COVID-19 has come back. You know what I mean? It's going to be more shortages, especially this winter. This winter is going to be a particularly rough winter. Okay, and we're getting ready for that. Okay, we're going to start at Genesis 41 to show what our people should be doing and getting ready for this. Getting ready for this winter. All right, Genesis 41 and 25. This is Joseph interpreting the dream for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one, because he was having multiple dreams. All right. The 7 thin and ill-favored kine, or cows, that came up after them are 7 years, and the 7 empty ears, blasted with the east wind, shall be 7 years of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh, what God is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 30. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt. And the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous. For that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Verse 33. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities, and that the food shall be forestored to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. This is so heavy right here, because basically he's let him know the game plan, the blueprint of when you have these 7 years of famine, and what to do in the 7 years of plenty. And that's what's coming to America, my brothers and sisters. That's what's coming to America, Israel. Basically, famine. Okay, famine. And to piggyback off of that scripture, we're gonna go to Revelations. I believe it's chapter 18. This is the last scripture. I'm gonna get into some real practical things. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You heard it here first. All right. Revelations 18. So let me see. I think it's verse 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues, this is talking about Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, America, this place, shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. We already seen the plagues come, death and mourning. You know how much mourning and death is happening? They talking about 150,000 people is dead from the COVID and more. Not only the death, but the mourning, because people losing businesses, people losing houses, people losing all types of big money, people losing their futures. All that stuff is happening. Now on top of that is famine next. Famine. That's what the scripture says. And famine coming. So that's what we got to deal with. You got to deal with that first. Okay. Now the Israelite School of UPK. Let's go to uh, our works. I.S.U.P.K disaster preparedness list. All right, for the cold, flu, and COVID-19 season of 2020 and 2021. All right, this is big stuff that we're gonna have to go through here. All right. Okay. Because basically, I'll break it down to you how it's gonna happen. The COVID is still out. They don't have a cure. Now, when the winter comes, you're going to have the cold and the flu and the COVID on top of another. So if you're working at a warehouse, packing the bread and the meat, somebody catch the cold, which people tend to do, you got to shut down the factory, shut down that part of the factory. Bus drivers, truck drivers, you got to shut all them down. They got the cold. Now, you don't know if these people have cold or if they have COVID-19. You got to shut so much stuff down, it's going to be real bad. So this was going to lead to a famine, similar to what was the first time around, of shortages, toilet paper shortages, food and water shortages. You go to the grocery store. I remember when the COVID was first hitting strong, I went to the Walmart, nothing was on the shelves. There was hardly anything left. Okay, so in the table of contents, we got food, first aid, emergency survival items, essential items for the household, medications, vitamins, minerals, herbs, and mushrooms, winter weather, weapons, and ammo. Now, if you're not in the UPK, you're gonna need to you might want to get down with the UPK because we're the ones gonna have the answers. We're the one telling you this before it happens for this winter. You want to be prepared. They're talking about sending out another stimulus check. You want to get ready to put that money to the side for this type of stuff, right? I know what I'm gonna do. There's about 10 pay periods for one of my houses, about 10 pay periods until December. The other house, I got about 20 pay periods till December. So I'm going to take about $50 per pay period out for these type of essentials. All right, $50 out 1 week. I'm going to just get $50 worth of waters. Next week, I get $50 worth of canned goods. Next week, I get $50 worth of medicines. Next week, I get $50 worth of, extra clothing for the winter. Another $50 for blankets and stuff like that, heaters, extra heaters. Then maybe take out another lump sum for a generator. All right, it's time to get that stuff prepared, freeze dry stuff, all that. So let's see what we got. First aid. Everyone should stock up on the following items and create a household first aid kit. One should be prepared for each vehicle as well. So you want to get these first aid kits. They're like $10, $15. You can get a real decent one that has a little bit of everything in it. Okay, get one for your car, get one for your house. Okay, you're gonna have adhesive tapes, wrap bandages, butterfly bandages, super glue, tourniquets. Okay, catheters, band-aid, iPads, gauze, triangular, cold packs, finger splints, cotton swabs, duct tape, petroleum jelly, which is Vaseline, plastic bags, safety pins, scissors, tweezers. A lot of this stuff you may already have at your cribs, but you want to make sure. Hand sanitizer, antibiotic, thermometers, turkey baster for flushing wounds, sterile solid saline for irrigation, flushing blood and wounds, a surgical mask, a syringe, first aid manual, hydrogen peroxide, clotting powder for bleeding, tweezers. Okay, these are all essential things you're going to need in these last days, black man. Okay, and not just the last days like everything's already fallen, but in these last days this winter. This is just talking about just this winter. You know what I mean? And you're going to need on top of all this the brotherhood and sisterhood of the UPK. That's what's the main claim to fame in the UPK, is that we're a unit, we're a one body. We're all getting these things as a body. So even if one person can't get it, another person may have it, right? Because we're all together in the Israelite School UPK. That's why you need to get down with us. Go to our website, ISUPK.com, and get down with the brothers and what we're doing, get in our classes. Come to our classes, what city you're in. We got schools established across the country, almost in basically every major city across the U.S. Let's see what else we got. Winter weather, all right? Especially if you're up north here like we are in Indiana, it gets cold, all right? Flannel shirts, hoodies, pajamas. You're going to want these things for the house if the heat go out in your house and it's the middle of the winter. Frozen frozen the winter. The city's broke because, you know, the money and the COVID. They ain't trying to send people out like that. Now you got your heat is off. You need pajamas, hoodies, wool socks, long underwear, long johns, flannel, beanies, combat boots, gloves, scarves, sweaters, a heavy coat, denim jeans, blankets, comforters, quilts, sleeping bags, and space heaters. You're going to want these things, man. You're going to want these things. Ways to heat your home without electricity. Fireplace, all right? More better insulation in your house, a gas stove or an oven, a gas generator, a kerosene space heater, a gas lamp. All right, those things can't be used for prolonged periods, but they'll help for a night or two. Portable propane fueled heater. All right, gas catalytic heater, wood stoves. These things would be great. What you're gonna need, man, for this winter. You want to be getting prepared. Okay, now we got tons of foods, tons of like medical foods, man. You want to get these things: peppermint, rosemary, ginger, ginseng, dandelion, all that type of stuff. Mushrooms, man. You got these different mushrooms that you can get. I myself, I like to have them pills, like super power pills. They got everything in them. They got all your vitamins. You want to get the ones without no fucking pork. Excuse my language. You don't want to have no pork in your stuff. You want to have it's gonna have gelatin. You want to have it have beef gelatin, right? But that's what you want. I like those things. You know, you can get mushroom and all these other medicines, but I like the pills because that's just the type of person I am. I like to get them power pills. It's like a super pill. Got vitamins, minerals, all your daily antioxidants and all that stuff. Vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C, all of it just in one pill. Take that, the gummy or whatever, pop that, take 2 of them. Man, you good for the day. You can eat minimal food and still be operating at a high level because of them pills, right? That's my personal thing that I like. So that's what I'm gonna have stocked up on for certain days when you got to run lean on a day or a couple of days. When I mean run lean, that means you ain't sitting there eating a full 7-course meal. You might be eating some, you know, black people, we already kind of used to this type of life, but you know, it's best to make sure we mentally prepared as well and getting super more prepared. But we're used to running lean, which when I mean running lean, which means you don't have an overabundance of food for the day. Of different, you got fruits, vegetables, meat, bread, every 5 food group damn thing on your plate. Some days you ain't gonna have all that, so you're gonna be running lean those days. All right. A fixed blade weapon. You know what I mean? A fixed blade weapon. I got them in my vehicle and in my house. I don't have them to show you, which is basically a blade that not is the one that's come in and out. It's a fixed blade. It come with it's stuck like it is here. That's perfect, man. Come in different sizes. They don't break easily. Easy to maintain. Superior tactical use. Easy to draw for self-defense. Man, you should see the ones I got. I just got them from Harbor Freight. They're like $5-10. They silver. They come with they unloose at the bottom. Got a little survival kit in them in the handle. Man, them things are sharp as hell, and they can get the job done for whatever you really need. Okay, digging, cutting, splitting, wood, first aid tool, food preparation, hunting, hammering, prying, all of it. Okay. Now we get into essential items for the household, disaster preparations. And please type in your questions. If you got any questions, type in your questions because it's very important. And now all these things are important to get in the carnal world, but in the spiritual world, you need the Lord on your side. Okay, you need the Lord on your side. And how do you get the Lord on your side? By getting with the Lord's priests and prophets in the Israelite school of UPK. I'm gonna tell you that now. Because you can, if you're a wicked sinner in the world, all this shit ain't gonna do you no good. You might as well just, because the wages of sin is death. So you could be prepared up to the ceiling with 1,000,000 pounds of everything you need to last you for 10 lifetimes, and then you're just gonna get COVID-19 and die from that. Or or then something's just gonna happen where your house gets robbed, and all your supplies are gone. You get depressed. You get some bad drugs, you get some bad weed one day, and now you're sick and in a coma. You're having seizures. You don't want that type of stuff to be happening. You know, they got that K2 out, that Katie. They mixing that with the weed. You buy a blunt, get a blunt one day, because the Lord is against smoking weed, and you smoke it up. Next thing you know, you're having a full-blown seizure, and you're in the hospital for 2-3 weeks. Okay? You don't want to be putting yourself in that position. Get right with the Most High. All right? Laundry detergent, soap, toothbrushes, extra. This is extra stuff you want to have. Unscented bleach, lighters, buckets, oak can lid openers, charcoal, dishwasher, cleaning utensils, cable ties, super glue, facial tissue, lip balm, disinfectant spray. I mean, it's just great stuff you want to get that we have set up in the school. Like, we're letting everybody know, because we don't want our people to just go out and just die this winter and just we'll be like, hey, we told you so. We told you so. We told you it was going to be a famine, and it was going to be tough this season, and you know that it was going to be bad. That it has a possibility of getting really, really bad. We don't want to just be sitting back with all our stuff super ready to say I told you so. Our people die. We're trying to let you know. We're warning the people. We the priests and prophets of the Lord. We're supposed to warn you. We are the watchmen. Okay, and we're warning you. All right, and we're telling you, get into school so you can get a hold of this list and have it in this disaster preparedness list and get these things going now. Because what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to wait till November, December, right before it starts to get winter. Then people go, oh, it's going to be a shortage. It's going to be a shortage. It's going to be a shortage. You're going to run out to the stores, and guess who else is going to be there? Everybody going to be in the store buying the exact same shit you trying to get. Because you waited till the fall. You waited till September, November, October. You waited till it's November. It's November, about to be December, and people in the news and the experts are saying this is going to happen. You wait to get out there, you know, oh, I got a month, 2 months before the winter. You run out there, everybody's going to be getting it already. And you're going to have a hard time getting it at all, if you get it at all. The I.S.U.P.K told when the COVID-19 was still in China, we were doing take ground breakdowns and teaching classes, telling you to get bleach and fabric salt, not bleach and hand sanitizer, Clorox hand wipes. We did a video on that before it even got, when it was like one person had the damn disease in America, had the plague in America. It was still over there in China. People were like, oh, that's over there in China. That's them. You know, they got SARS. They got all that going on. And it was basically being written off. I.S.U.P.K was telling you to get what you needed then. If you would have got it when we told you to get it, you would have had no problem. You would have had excess. We got excess hand sanitizer in here. Like, I'm going to show you. Let me give you 1 sec. Look at this. This right here is damn near empty. You know why? Because we had this before the COVID-19 even started. We had this. And I was doing videos telling you to get something like this when there was no shortage on hand sanitizer. It was no way you only can get a certain amount. We were telling you to get this stuff. We already used all this, and this is multiple people using this in our school. We got more. You know what I mean? We was getting things together before it even, you know what I mean? We was getting things together before it even happened. And we were telling you to do the same. We were warning our people. Now, who all listened, that's on them. But we were telling you about COVID-19 before it touched down in America. And if you don't believe me, go to our YouTube channel. Go to No Cowards Indianapolis on YouTube and go to our videos and look up the video of COVID-19. Look at the freaking date. Look at the date of the videos we were telling you was coming to America and it was going to be bad, that it was of the Lord. Look at the dates of the videos that we were doing and teaching in the UPK. I should pull it up and make a post out of that by itself, because that was months, that was weeks before it even got to America, let alone became a pandemic in America. It was just stuff, you know, just seeing somebody get it over there in China. Okay. Shampoo, nails, bolts, screws. You're going to get you a toolbox. Sewing materials, writing utensils, gasoline, kerosene, candles, fire extinguisher. I've already ordered about a 40-pack of candles for like $10. And they like 40 candles that's this size off of Amazon. It was great. $10. $10. Now later on, it might not be $10. You might be talking about $40 for damn candles, fire extinguisher, tools, jumper cables, glass jars, diaper formula, backpack, duffel bag, tent, tarp, hand crank radio. Now, a lot of people might already have a lot of this stuff. I'm looking at this list. I have a lot of this stuff, but this is talking about getting the extra amount, just in case you can't go to the store and reload on it if you need to. Let me see if we got any questions. No questions, no sweat. So yeah, man, you want to get ready. It's time, black man. Get yourselves together. Now, all them sisters who said they ain't need no man, you're gonna be looking real foolish real soon. The best food items to stock up on are water. Okay, recommend storing 1 gallon per day for each person and each pet. Unopened, commercially bottled water is the safest and most reliable emergency supply. Distilled is best. Get that distilled water. Uncooked rice, whole wheat, all right, peanut butter, bouillon cubes, dried beans, energy protein bars. Hold on one second. Canned vegetables, chili vegetables, you know what I mean? Dehydrated meat, instant coffee, powdered milk, pure vanilla extract, cereal, sports drinks, spices, nuts, trail mix, hard cheese, butter oils, dried corn, pasta, dried fruit, honey, jams, jellies, preserves, condiments, vinegar, baking soda, baking powder, dry yeast. Come on, Matt. This is important things to get. We're warning the people. All right. Medications: aloe vera gel, insulin, calamine lotion, anti-diarrhea medication, laxatives, antacids, antihistamines such as diphenhydramine. What the hell? Diphenhydramine. All right. Hydrocortisone cream, cough and cold medications, personal medications that don't need refrigeration. Pain relievers. Boy, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Advil, Motrin, IB, aspirins. You need these things, right? You want to have a little abundance, a little extra of these things, not just your normal supply, a little extra of these things, because you never know if you or one of your loved ones or somebody you know will need these things this winter. All right. Essential oils, Epsom salt, antibiotics. See what, like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my pay periods, take about like $50, and just get $50 worth of medications. Right, $50 worth of this laxative, antacids, cough medicines, pain relievers, antibiotics, essential oils, all this stuff. $50 per household that I have. So I'll have $100 worth of this stuff going into the winter before the fall, damn near. Talking about I'm gonna get this stuff before the fall, damn near. So when everybody's trying to get it in the last minute, I'll already have it. So hopefully, me and mines and the school and the brothers, we can have what we need for this winter, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how empty the stores are. Protection, firearms, ammo. It is imperative that each man have the same. I can't tell you all of this. Well, this is some in-house info right here. I can't tell you all this, but you want to get some type of, protection, some type of firearms. Everybody's already getting firearms. That's like a big thing right now because of the extra money and everything like that. And what's going on when you seen that brother? What's that brother? Ahmaud Arbery. He's jogging down the street and white guys just follow him, chase him down, and kill him. Everybody's like, all the black people is like, hell no, I'm getting a gun. I ain't going out like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go out with me, we're gonna go out banging. I ain't about to just get shot down, while I'm unarmed by these devils. So a lot of black people are getting firearms, which is good. But you want to be on point with it. You want to have some extra ammo. You want to be ready with it. You want to be ready with it. Okay. Multi-tool. I love multi-tools, man. I got one in my bag. I'm about to get a new backpack that can house all my stuff. It can have my firearm, my bulletproof vest, my cleaning stuff, my knives, my extra stuff, my headgears, different things. I'm getting a new, because now I got like 3 bags for all of that. Now I got like 2 bags for that. I got a bag for this, a bag for that, and I carry to this. Now I need one. I'm gonna get one good, nice military bag book bag that can have all my heavy like heavy duty stuff in it. Like, okay, got my firearms in it, my bulletproof vest in it. You know what I mean? My extra stuff, my extra supplies in it, ready to go. My multi-tool, which is them little things that pop open. It's like a pliers, it's knives, it got screwdrivers, can openers, all type of scissors and stuff, all connected to it, one little piece. It's called a multi-tool. They $5-10 at Walmart. You want to get one of those. They are very important. Them things come in handy all the time. Every day, I mean, almost every day, they come in handy. Or every other day, at least. All right. Emergency survival items. All right. Emergency phone numbers. Contact information for your family doctor, local services, road service providers, poison helpline. All right. Medical consent forms, medical history forms, small flashlights, headlamps, extra batteries, waterproof matches, notebooks, small notepads that are waterproof, emergency space blanket, cell phone with a solar charger. That's going to be important. Sunscreen, insect repellent, water purification tools, a paracord, fire starter, a good multi-tool, and masks. All right, masks. Right. All these things is going to be important. All these things what we're going to need. All right. And we got the vitamins, more vitamin stuff you're going to get. All right. So, yeah. So that's what we're looking at in these last days, man. Right now, we're looking at a couple things. All right. So, Cedar Jacob said, I am stocked up on most of this stuff from the last shutdown. A firearm, the only thing I can't get. Yeah, if you can't get it because it's illegal to get for you, then, maybe your wife can get one and own one. You know what I'm saying? If your wife owns one, then she owns one. That, that don't stop you from having it in a space where you can get to it in a life or death situation. I don't know what the laws is on that. Like, if your wife owns it, can you use it if there's a life or death situation? You check with your local states and cities, see what's the deal on that. But I know if you're about to get killed, then shit, I'm gonna use it. I just had to go to jail for protecting my life, But if I'm about to die, it's no use worried about if it's legal or not at that point, because you're gonna be dead if you don't use it. So you might want to look into that. Maybe your girl can have the guns in her name, and now if push come to shove and you need it, you got access to it. She has access to it. Okay, that'd be your best bet on that note. Like if you're a felon and everything like that. Shoot, get your record expunged and be able to own one. Right, that's your best. That's a good bet. But it's good that you stocked up on a lot of those things from the last shutdown. But you definitely want to get down with the brothers and get the exact list, because I know, you got all the medicines and stuff too. You know what I mean? You got all that stuff that's on the list. It's a pretty exhaustive list. And, you want to go through that list, the sun powered cell phone charger you're going to need. Right. And then you never know. In the UPK, we have our evacuation plans. If we got to evacuate from a whole city, we're prepared to do that. Shoot, it might be a whole city you might not even want to be in during the time. You might want to evacuate that city. You understand? The army's there or something like that, and they shooting and killing brothers and stuff like that. You might want to evacuate from that whole city. So there's no reason. I don't care how much stuff you got. You still want to get down with the brothers in your area, in your zone, because you got to get with like-minded people that serve the Lord, if that's what you're about. Now, if you ain't about serving the Most High, then good luck. You basically just going off of man's ability. But when you serve the Lord, you're going off of more than just man's ability, right? It's what you want to do. You don't want to just go off of man's ability. We got a couple comments. He said, get a rifle. Yeah, he might be a felon. He might not be able to get nothing. I don't know what the laws is and what state he's in, but he might not be able to get a rifle. Somebody said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Barakatah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Yeah. Our weapons are not carnal. I'm not telling you to get weapons to freaking, you know, go what? Save our people? You know what I mean? Get salvation? We're not getting weapons to get salvation. We getting weapons and getting all these things for our everyday regular survival. Okay? You talking about, your self-defense or, sporting, like mainly self-defense, sporting, hunting. You're gonna need these things for hunting too. All right. I know um, stacking up on stuff, that's no different than getting into your everyday life. That ain't being carnal. That's just being wise. All right. There's a scripture that says, "Look at the ant, thou sluggard, how he prepares his food in the winter." That's what you want to do. You want to look at the ant, see how he prepares his food in the winter. That's how you want to prepare. Somebody said, "No, that's illegal. We already checked. I don't need the feds kicking in my door. I'm working to get my rights back." Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ. Yeah, man. You don't want the feds. They all over the place nowadays. Uh, but yeah, and like I said, you get with the brothers. Shoot, the brothers got firearms. If you ever really need it and they need to go down, use one of the brothers have an extra firearm. Shoot, if you down with the school, and you got rank in the school, something's really going down where it's serious like that, where we got to protect ourselves and defend ourselves and defend what we have or anything like that. A brother throw you something, you use that, wipe the fingerprints off of it, put it back, and look, we safe. It ain't gotta be, it's always really brotherhood is the ultimate weapon in any of this. In these last days, brotherhood is the ultimate weapon. Right? Without brotherhood, we can achieve nothing. Okay. He said just about the $50 a week is a good plan, sir. Yeah, that's in my budget. In one of my households, that's one of my households' budget. I mean, I can't really spare too much. I can't put up like $500 every 2 weeks, every month to get all this stuff. $50. Really, to me, it won't even be $50 a week. It'll be $50 every 2 weeks, and that should still do me right. Because $50, my next $50, I go get $50 worth of water. Bam. Next paycheck, $50 worth of canned goods. Next paycheck, $50 worth of medications. Next paycheck, $50 worth of ammo. Next paycheck, $50 worth of this or that. You know what I mean? And then, if I have to, I could try to throw in some more, maybe another 100 or something. Like with the ammo. $50 worth of ammo ain't gonna get me that much. I might have to put $150 worth of ammo. Now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, but $50 to me seems like something doable. And I could just keep it simple and keep it pushing without breaking the bank and having to, miss out on anything else. But yeah, if you have any comments you want to leave on Facebook, we don't have any comments. YouTube, we got plenty of comments. But yeah, so that's what we wanted to drop on Israel real quick. We the watchmen. Watchmen are here to warn you and prepare you. That's what your Christian pastor should be doing. But Christian pastor can't do the job because he's not meant to do the job because he's the blind leader of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, they both will fall into a ditch. As always, pay your tithes. 10% of all money you earn go to the men of the Lord and UPK. Get them the classes. Get with your brothers. Go to ISUPK.com for more info. Learn the truth about the Lord. Learn who you are. You are the chosen seed of the Lord. You are the Hebrew Israelites. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the sons and daughters of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Get down with the Most High. Serve the Lord. This is I.S.U.P.K under Command GEN.YAHANNA. Another Take Ground breakdown. Right? Take Ground Radio. Matrix session. Time to wake up. Get out the Matrix. Get down. With that said, Shalom. I'm going to play a song real quick. Just to close us out. As long as you can hear the music good, we gonna be good.
no you. That's this shit, he comes to the school. Can't check with the way to move. Never fucking try to do. Try to raise up on the Jew. All the time. With the truth for that. Two flat niggas never die. You see the mix in the sky. One word you became for the other side. Out to the church on fire. And out to the children of God. They tell you to fly. I want to check right now. Take your check right now. I have a